Alright, fellows. I just thought we could have a slow session where we talk about strategies. I feel like not having my headset on. And I reduced the sound a little bit, so hopefully my voice is more powerful now. I reduce it to 90%. Each music collection has a different volume. I wonder if you can hear it, but there's torrential rains outside. So quite something. It's like I had a day trip today where I climbed a mountain, so I'm glad I got indoors in time. So basically we're going to talk strategies when it comes to picking your spellbooks and retorts. That's the plan. And yeah. I'm not exclusively going to do this, but in many cases you might want to pick traits and retorts that match the race you're going to play. That might have something to say. And I think very potent in this regard is the halflings. They got one research. That's like a lot. They are militarily weak, but you can gain other races. You have the dark elves, which do give you 1 mana, so mana-based strategies are good with them. And you have the production races, which are the dwarves and clacoons. If you get boons to production, that's huge. Either through life, life gives production bonuses, or just omniscient and death, which gives production. And you also have, if you're going to be a bit more flexible, for instance, you can play what they're called, draconians. Because, for instance, if you do a mana-based strategy, you can use Firebolt very liberally, and since you're flying, you can avoid most combats, and you can just Firebolt your enemies to death. That's a thought. And there are, of course, very advanced and good strategies, like, for instance, being an artificer, and the best players do a lot of things I simply don't do. I could play that way, perhaps, maybe, but I kind of play to have fun too, if that makes sense. So one plan I had, this is not very race dependent, I suppose, but it was to do it like, where is it? Here you reduce your mana cost and skill cost both by 50% on most spells. So it's like a double what's it called? It's not a double refund, but it's a double cutoff of the price. Oh, I lack words here. And most Spellweaver does not work with item creation and summoning, but life is like the race which or the spellbooks which depends the least upon summoning creatures, basically. So that means that most spells you cast will be reduced by 50% all in all. And you will lack one spellbook, of course, but it might be worth it. And I would play such a strategy with Hyman. So it's like the classical good guy. That's one way to have it. Also, when it comes to Hyman, I wanted to do perhaps this, because Hymen have they have a 15% reduction in building cost, and if you then get a 50% boon to production, so that's going to be essentially all your buildings are going to be 65% cheaper. So that's something. And then you could rush for cathedrals, and you would get extra mana. Yeah, okay, 75%. Okay, that's something. And you also get unrest reduction, so you can boost the taxes quite bad. And with death magic, you can cast this dark sacrifice thing, which increases mana from religious buildings. So yeah, I like that proposal. And that's not cumulative, I suppose, all those boons, because that would be overpowered. If we were to pick Dark Elves, let's say we did something like this. Yeah, and we did this. Yeah, so everything to gain this dark circle spell. I don't know. Yeah, blah blah blah. It doesn't seem like we get to choose it. That's unfortunate. What if we were to do this? Yeah. Dark Ritual, here it is. What if we did like this? Yeah. Yeah, because then okay, remember what we did here? We did something like this, and we are Dark Elves, so we get the cult leader bonus, we get a production bonus, we get a mana bonus, and all our mana is boosted from beforehand. So yeah, that's quite something. So we kind of try to approach getting mana from two different or three different sources. We get the cathedral bonus, the dark ritual bonus, and the boon to the dark elves themselves. So yeah, that's a good strategy, I think. And let's assume we pick the draconians. Yeah, oh, that's a thing. Of course, you will have to pick Mirren, but we would just reduce one chaos spellbook for the other stuff. Yeah, we are the draconians, and we could basically we. Yeah, we would do something. So spell maintenance is... Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. But if we are the draconians... we could do it like this, because then we could spam firebolt and gain a lot of mana, basically. And now we're consider ourselves to be halflings, which give this research boon. Omniscient gives 50% to research, and we are a Sage Master, which is 75% to research plus 15, plus every halfling population gets gives you 1. So you would be so strong when it came to research as a halfling. Another alternative is to be a halfling and have some nature in you. Let's say we dropped the omniscient trait and we just wanted to we would cast Nature's Eye, which gives +4 to research, and we would probably want to be a conjurer and a specialist, something like that. I think we miss out on one spell book. That's unfortunate. But I feel like with nature you need to have all the spell books, because it is said that if you lose out on spells in nature, you lose out on that function the spell covers entirely. What retort is the best? This one is the best one. That's partially because you are human, and humans always look at the immediate gain, so you want to convert your gold. Yeah, so that's something to consider if you were to pick the Highman, or whatever race. Basically, I'm just saying it. Conjure and specialist is probably good for if you have a summoning based approach. Summon units. And what else? It's always something I'm going to forget, isn't there? Clacoons have an insane growth rate. So we pick Guardian, and we pick Nature and Omniscient. So we would grow. We would have. How much growth would we have? We would have +8, 10 or something. More than that, +11 or something like that for every city. And I'm assuming that no city can grow beyond 25 population, but you could build cities everywhere and they would still be huge, and they would grow incredibly fast. So kind of the plan is to roll with the advantages of the race. If you are the Clacoons, I'm not going to talk about specialist races like the Lizardmen. I mean, their approach is very straightforward. My least favorite race is probably the Trolls, because you just have to rely on regeneration all the time. You just have to, but let's say I was very serious about playing the Clacoons right now. Maybe something like this. Because any boon they get to their production, it really helps. That's also an interesting proposal, is to play the dwarves and be alive, because you get bonus to gold, Wait. Okay, but from where? Yeah, so I wonder if it stacks with the dwarves. I don't know. Plus 16% to what? Because I do know they get 50% more to taxes or something like that. Yeah. But I'm assuming it does not stack. It does. Production stacks with their inherent skill because that comes from their workers. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to play was the Dark Elves. And just yeah, doing it like this. I wonder. I feel like Omniscient would be better here than Sage Master. Yeah, just because it would be like very sexy, very mysterious. Going through yeah, sorcery. I haven't played that, and it's like a more like a laid-back passive approach, but you get really powerful. So yeah, I want to try that, like a magic you have magic centered strategies, right? Let's say you were a summoner. Yeah, you have kind of racially aimed strategies like being militarily strong, and you can roll with your race, and you could have magic-based strategies and perhaps roll with your race, like being the Dark Elves, for instance, and getting bonuses to your mana, which would be tremendous. But let's say you are a conjurer now, and you want to summon something, either skeletons, and you want them to be as good as possible, like this. They get +1 to defense, and then you could do this with nature. We could do this with skeletons, hellhounds, nagas. I don't know. Interesting, isn't it? Archmage, what does that do again? Yeah, Dark Elves with a 50% bonus to magic. And them being chaotic. Chaos is the second best power late game. Sorcery is the best. Is there more? Yeah, I really like this cult leader thing combined with dark ritual. And picking kind of tempted here. Yeah, so let's say we're now the Dark Elves. But they wait. I don't know if the Dark Elves do get. Yeah, they do get cathedrals. They do get cathedrals, that's good. Yeah, but you don't get such a big, huge boost to your chaos. You would get a lot of mana from your cult leader activity. Let's see. Omniscient, cult leader, Mirren. And alchemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blah blah blah. Wait. So we would have to have 6. To be guaranteed to get the Dark Ritual. So we are Mirren, we're Omniscient, we are a cult leader. And you get only you will get like 20 something percent, 22% bonus to your magic as the Dark Elves, which is significant, I would say, and you would get this bonus to your cathedrals. They would be much more powerful. So everything here is about increasing magic. The problem with such a strategy is I feel like you would lack oomph. Like, you know what I mean? Oomph. It's not a magic-based strategy. Yeah, so the Highman with the Highman are spellweavers. You lose out on just one. It's kind of sexy in a way. I mean, your spells would be so cheap, and you could always try to get another spellbook. You could not rely upon it, but still. So yeah, that's something. I know too. Let's say there are races that have all these advanced buildings. Beastmen do. Don't know if Draconians do. Highmen do. Maybe elves. They get all the banks and stuff like that. The banks and mechanican skills. So they will inevitably earn a lot of money. And you might want to add a bonus to your money. And basically, let's say you had a gold-based strategy and you were not the dwarves. You wanted to buy everything. Or let's say you were the dwarves and you wanted to buy everything. Like this. Or you were the dwarves and you want to compensate for your growth. But I feel like compensating is one thing and playing to your strengths is another. If you wanted to curse the enemy cities, you could here. Yeah, you would have 200% magic resistance, so you could cast city curses everywhere, and they could not dispel it, or at least not very easily. That's something. I feel like this is a strategy for lower difficulty levels, because at higher difficulty levels it's kind of the same for the computer, because it will get so many bonuses. So yeah. I've already tried playing nature and being a conjurer. So, and of course you have the militant strategies like warlord and alchemy, being gnolls, being a guardian. What can augment? augment something like this. Yeah, and then you just pick something like this. Yeah, and you play like barbarians. What do you get? Yeah, you get Nature's Eye. That's huge. Nature's Eyes and water walking. Yeah. Very interesting. I mean, you would be very powerful, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be? You could focus on getting resist elements as barbarians because you probably really need it. you will have a production bonus to your barbarians, probably needed, and you will have a population bonus, a huge population bonus, but only with your starting race. Yeah, so that would be exciting, or even playing nulls, such a yeah. You would have to. The thing is that you would probably quite easily kill off the guys on your plane, but you would have to cross over to the other plane through a tower, which is powerful, and you would have to face a wizard which is specialized in magic or whatever, is much stronger than you in everything else. You just have your early game military. So he would have had time to build himself up. Yeah, so that's my thinking. But this cult leader thing and the cult leader thing in combination with dark ritual, it's really tempting. Really tempting indeed. But I feel like I don't feel like playing dark elves with chaos. I kind of understand that it might be related, but or let's say you play draconians with sorcery, that kind of feels wrong too, but that's just me. That's just me. Don't take that too seriously. Yeah, this is also an interesting proposal. Yeah, so there you have it. Just some thoughts about strategies. So we will see the next game I play. I will try to make it an interesting one. Either perhaps sorcery and dark elves, or some kind of cult leader thing, or Hyman with either the focus on being a spellweaver or the focus on building the buildings quick and perhaps being a cult leader to make it really worth it. Yeah, so with that I will say goodbye for now.